And this book is a narration of all the lessons that I myself and many others have learned the hard way, that we feel our fathers, if they would have known, would have taught us. So if you're a deadbeat dad, wake the hell up. Take responsibility for the crime that you committed. Now, I use the word crime in using it. You do the crime, you gotta do the time. It is your responsibility to raise your son because you had a play in it. So if you don't have a job, step up your game and raise your son. Or if you have a daughter, stop screwing up more women in life today. Have you heard of the syndrome daddy issues? Well, hello, who do you think created it? You did, by being a deadbeat dad and selfish human being. Now, let's go back to something a little bit more positive. How to be a father, an effective father. Number one, I don't care how much free time you have or how much time you actually have. The key to becoming an effective father is really simple. It's about being there and being present for your children. It's by number one. So what I mean by being there and being present for your children is when you're spending time with them, spend time with them. Get rid of your phone. Nothing is more important than them. Nothing. They're gonna grow up faster than you know. And the last thing you wanna do is for them to remember dad spending time on the phone or doing work on their computer. You know, when I was growing up, the old notion was, hey, dad is working and it's teaching your kids good work ethic. Well, guess what? That's not what kids remember. Kids remember my dad was never around. He's always working. Work was more important than me. Now, that doesn't mean if you're an executive and you're somebody successful that you can't do that as well as be a good father. No, I always advise my clients, depending on their schedule, to make sure that they have appropriate amount of time. It's never gonna be it's never gonna be fair, but choose and just like in work, choose and prioritize effectively. Another way to become an effective father is to make sure that you take time out for them outside of having these traditions. And what I mean by take time out for them, go on vacation with them somewhere around the world, somewhere around the country, and go learn something yourself for the first time and teach them at the same time. And make it fun. As a father, I think it's really key today in the 21st century. Fatherhood is more about being transparent and allowing your kids to see that you're not perfect. For me and my family, when my kids and I travel, what I always do is I always tell them, okay, we're going to Thailand, kids. We're going to go there for 10 nights. I need you to go through the internet, do your own research, and come up with a list of things you want to do. And you know what? They do it. And they come up with a long list, and then from there we have discussions on why they can or they should not, or they won't be able to do it because of whatever reasons. Number three, don't spoil your kids, whether it's girls or a boy. Stop creating more entitlement and more enablement with your children. I don't care what your upbringing was. I don't care what your parents did not give you. Hell, I didn't wear shoes for almost 2 years. Now, my kids all have shoes and they never have to think about shoes, but still, I am not a Disneyland dad. I will not give my kids everything that they need is different. They need water, they need shelter, they need food, they need sleep, they need a good education. Those are things you have to provide to them as a basic. Everything else, like a Disneyland vacation, going on a trip to somewhere, these are all wants and these are not mandatory. I make my children earn probably 60-70% of everything that they get. They want to go to Yogurtland for some ice cream? Great. What did you do today to show me that you actually deserved it? Number four, teach your kids life skills. Things like money, things like credit, things like having relationships, things like what do you do about college? Is college the right direction for you? Things about like entrepreneurship. Things like health and how important health is. Things like GMO and eating inorganic food. Is that really important? Things like meditation, things like dealing with stress. Teach your kids life skills. This is my introduction to being a father and an effective father. And I utilize everything that I know and understand from the world of management and everything I know and I've learned over the last 20 some odd years of being a father myself and being an amazing father at best. I would suggest to you to take on ownership. If you're a deadbeat dad today, stop it. and take full ownership of your responsibility and grow the hell up. My suggestion to you is do the best you can, learn as much as you can, get all the tools, and remember, every single day, you're losing an opportunity to be the best father you can be. Have a great one.